All Saints Pavement is a Grade 1 listed building and in common with all churches is subject to a quinquennial inspection by our inspecting surveyor. This was carried out in May 2018 and sadly we found some fairly urgent work was identified, mostly to the stone and lead work at the higher levels of the church. A schedule of work was drawn up and put out to tender and the work started just before the lockdown in 2020. Work included renewing the lead work at the top of the tower, replacing the lead floor at the lantern level, replacing some lead work on both aisles and also the nave roof, renewal of some exterior stonework and some exterior pointing. During the course of the work, further defects were discovered which included the requirement to repoint all the clerestory level internally and also to build a new floor for the lantern level, as when the old lead was lifted it was discovered that the existing medieval beams were not attached to very much. This had to be rectified before new lead could be laid on the lantern floor level. The inside of the church was fully scaffolded for several months, as with the outside of the tower. Although we had drawn up a plan to keep the church in use for services and Sundays despite the scaffolding, the lockdown put paid to that idea. In a funny way, the lockdown came as a blessing as it meant the contractors could continue to work without being interrupted by the requirement to clean up at the end of each week to allow the church to be used for services on Sundays. Our excellent contractors, Furnish & Sons from Wentbridge Woodhouse, worked throughout the lockdown. The work is now almost complete and the initial quoted cost for the work was just under £110,000. However, due to the additional work identified, the final cost is expected to be just under £150,000. So far, just over £50,000 has been raised from grant-making bodies and from individual donations, some of which have been exceptionally generous. We should be able to reclaim most of the VAT, about £23,000, and the PCC has agreed to provide £25,000 from its own funds, which leaves us with £42,000 to raise. To meet this target, further applications for grants will be submitted shortly. Our medieval Grade 1 listed buildings are all exceptionally expensive to maintain, and it's essential that we keep on top of defects as they're identified. This we have done and will continue to do so, and thanks to the outstanding work done by Furnish & Sons, we can be reasonably confident that we are again wind and weatherproof and the new lead and stonework will be good for at least another 100 years. If you were able to donate, please do give generously using the link underneath this video, and if you can, please use the gift aid feature. Thank you very much.